welcome to my March manga haul. So first up is Assassin and Cinderella Volume 3, and I really like this series. It reminds me a little bit of the Japanese series Love Me Before You Die, or even Your Meteor Hidden in the Flowers. It's the kind of series that really scratches that itch if you're looking for something a little bit more steamy. In this volume, we are learning more about our male lead Omi and his childhood. And he is also looking to make things a little bit more serious with our female lead Neneko. As I said, it's already steamy, but it does have sweetness. And I personally love it to see a male lead when he spoils the female lead with a hint of possessive and jealousy. He also really likes to tease her, which I really adore. And we also get to see a hint if there is history between these two. Next up is Stray Cat and Wolf Volume 4, and I honestly did not think that another volume was going to be coming. It has been so long. I was losing hope so badly I was thinking about buying the Japanese volumes as they are a couple volumes ahead. Things between our leads are definitely getting more steamy as things are progressing, but it is wonderful to see our female lead Tamaki where she has grown more connections with others. And of course Rio, for being a bit of a trashy male lead, he is changing in his own ways. Now this volume did have some sad kind of tender moments, but as per usual they end up fighting like a cat and a wolf. In So Deep It's Love Already Volume 1. This story is about a girl named Momoka who gets her heart broken and decides to never fall in love. Instead, she invests all of her time into being a otaku. As time goes on, she ends up getting a new classmate who is our male lead on the front. His name is Shoto? And he is basically her perfect 2D man in 3D form. They end up spending time together and she decides to basically worship him. I will clarify her ideal type is dark hair, senpuku eyes, and a tsundere. So here we have our male lead who is pretty cold towards the girls in his class and wants to keep his distance. Momoka ends up finding out the reason why, and our male lead is very blushy. He does have a variety of expressions and he is just so cute. I did get volumes 1 to 5, and this is the same illustrator as Sugar Apple Fairy Tale light novels. And this series is about a girl named Ruri who is summoned to another world along with several others, where she isn't treated very well and is basically left to die. But because she is a special child, she is saved and she ends up exploring, but she doesn't know that until she meets an older lady. From this older lady, she learns about the world that she is now living in, but she still seeks to have her revenge on the people that shunned her away. This series does have fairies, and I am telling you, they are adorable and hilarious. Our female lead is able to turn into a cat, but she can also turn back into a human. Needless to say, she ends up with the Dragon King as a cat, and he adores her, and it is so cute to see. So it's very quirky and fun, and I love how our female lead is very honest and open and really wears her heart on her sleeve. The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villianess, Volume 1 to 13. Now I did read a bit of this series quite a while back before there was the anime, which they did do a really good job of it. And it definitely gave an older vibe to the series, but this is a dark themed fantasy. So this story is about our female lead Ayana here on the front, who ended up writing this story when she was in junior high and high school, which became known as her dark history. When she ends up dying in her previous life, she is then into the world she created. So it is a very fun and interesting take on how the series goes, and unique to see how she created this world and not believing that she would be the villainess. I really felt while reading this story that there are many male leads, that it is kind of like you are playing an otome game. So I do feel that I'm not really rooting for a romantic interest really strongly until I see the series all the way through. There are many great options, I will be honest, and Saul here, the blonde on the cover, is one of the most popular, and he is a tsundere character, although he really softens up later. Well, in the second volume, we get a character named Yomi who is dark haired, and he is really made to be the villain. And he is a yandere. I do think that there is good chemistry all around, but I can't say which way it's going to end up. For how much lighter it can seem near the beginning and very quirky, it does take a pretty big turn, and by volume 9 I was crying. This series really does have its seriousness and emotional depth, even through its humor. And I do find it is pretty unpredictable, which furthers the mystery. Magical Girl Dandelion Volume 1. I have been looking forward to this series for over a year that I went ahead and bought the Japanese edition before it was announced that we would get it printed in English. So that happened really fast, but I was so excited and I really wanted to support this series. So very happy to finally have it. This story is about a girl here on the front named Tampopo who is friends with a fiend in the back named Shade. And they're basically childhood friends until one day she becomes a magical girl who is supposed to fight fiends. This story is so deep with its connections to others. It is quite a roller coaster as it is pretty sad. This series is a lot of fun and does have its humor and a lot of action. I myself haven't read much magical girl manga, that's just not really my cup of tea, but this one definitely hits all the boxes for me. This would make a fantastic anime. I cannot wait till the day it happens. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle, Volume 29. I still really enjoy this series. I don't find anything like it, so I love how unique it is and how it integrates things that are happening in real life or shoutouts to other series. But in this volume, there is a conference coming, bringing together a bunch of demon organizations. And as always, our princess is trying to help while causing havoc at the same time. But we do get to learn about the history between humans and demons in this volume. Ascendance of a Bookworm, Part 4, Volume 2. This series is jumping all over the place to try to get it caught up and illustrated from the light novels. On a side note, I am very excited for the new season coming, and if you haven't checked it out, I really suggest you do because this season is really going to take off. In this volume, Rosemine learns about the library, except she can't get there until there is a fulfillment. So it becomes her job to tutor other students. We get to see introductions of different students from different duchies, and the tensions that arise from being with different factions. And Rosemine is also picking retainers, which I have to say I am a big fan of Heartmut to start with, so I can't wait to see how things go with him. An ArchDemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride, Volume 19 light novel. Now, it's been a couple volumes since I've read anything, so I am behind, but I am still trying to stay caught up on getting them. And as much as I enjoy our main couple, I am mostly there for Barbatos and Shastiel, which is why I ended up buying the Japanese manga for the side series because I love them so much. And I hope that that does get printed in English. Apothecary Diaries Volume 15. I just absolutely love her art style to this series. And this was a fantastic volume. We get to see a really serious Jinchi, which is amazing, but unfortunate for the circumstances and events that are happening. We are finding out more about the deeply rooted mysteries, and I honestly had no clue about the big reveal. A big decision is coming with a turn of events. Likely only one, max 2 more volumes for this arc, and I am really looking forward to where things are going to go beyond that. Well, that is everything for the month of March for me. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if there's anything we have in common, anything you're interested to check out. I'd love to hear. I always get back as soon as I can. Till next time, take care.